I am talking about Black Ops 7 as well as Black Ops as a whole as a game. The company that makes Black Ops 6 and Black Ops 7 as well as the rest of them do not care about you. If you reported any bugs or problems since the beginning of the game, I only had one time where I reported something they actually fixed, and this is one time. And a lot of people reported it because the fact that, of course, if you remember when Nuketown was finally released, and you can go ahead and go into it, if you immediately went into it, you lost your loadout. It took them about 2 weeks to fix it. Then a short time after the 2 weeks, after they fixed it, I think it was like maybe a week or less, it started doing the same thing again. I reported it again. It took them 2 more weeks to fix it, and from then on, I didn't have any issues with that. But throughout that whole time, I complained about the knife. I complained about the camos for Pack-a-Punch because I was having problems with, I Pack-a-Punch my weapon. It had no camo on it, plain weapon, that it was not showing the Pack-a-Punch camo at all. Throughout the whole thing, still not doing it right. Still not working. Still have been, sending reports to the whole life cycle about this. Still haven't been fixed. Had the same problem with Black Ops 6, but every time when they update it for a short amount of time, the camos worked. It was no problem. But as soon as after a couple of days after an update, and it didn't happen every update, it stopped working. I have no doubt or any thought in my mind that it still has that problem. So they don't really fix stuff in this game, it feels like. I only had one thing throughout the whole life cycle, as far as it's Season 5, throughout its life cycle, that they haven't fixed. And I have reported these things many times that could be fixed. I have reported how they can fix their spawning problems. Even explained to them how they can fix their spawning problems. Ignored. They did nothing. I have reported players for wall hacking, aimbotting. Nothing. Nothing gets done. As far as I've seen, there has not been any ban waves throughout the whole life cycle of Black Ops 7. There is something wrong here. I am going to play the life cycle of this game out. I will not buy another game from this company again because of this reason. They have gone downhill quite a bit. You report stuff, and since Black Ops 7, they do not care. They don't even try anymore. Black Ops 6, they couldn't get it done. They couldn't permanently fix the problems in Black Ops 6. But at least it felt like they gave an effort. Black Ops 7, it feels like right after what happened with Nuketown, they gave up. They gave up on hackers. They gave up on the reporting system. They gave up on everything. They're like, this game's out. That's it. We're done. That's not good. That shows people that you do not care, and that shows people that they should not buy another game from your company. I like people to, please write down in the comments what they think about what I've said. And if you agree with me, please write the reasons why you agree with me. If you disagree with me, please be, cordial and, tell me why you don't agree with me, why I'm wrong. And just to end things off, since everything that's going on with PlayStation, this is how I see what's going to happen to PlayStation. Number one, we all know that the higher ups sold off a good share of Sony PlayStation stock. Ahead and did that, so they could go ahead and make money. That's as far as I can see, is that they sold off their stock, and they immediately after that they said they're not selling any more discs because they say digital games are selling better. People aren't buying discs. That is a lie. And they're patenting their digital sales by simply this. The games that they're counting are only digital only, so you have no choice. The DLCs, they're counting that too. So that's digital only because you don't get a DLC on the disc. You don't get the DLC on the disc. And some of these, and only a few of these, are actually free. So, of course, if you get a disc and you get a free DLC, you're going to download the free DLC. That makes sense, don't it? Download the free. So that's making it more. They should only count the digital game, but they're not. They're counting the DLCs. They're counting the updates. They're counting anything that was downloaded from their company. Off their website, anything that was downloaded, even the free-to-play or demo games, are being counted. Of course, they're going to go ahead and digital is going to be a greater than physical because you're getting a free demo of a game, or to be able to play a free part of that game to make a decision if you want to buy the game. So basically, you go ahead and download the free digital just to see if you want to go ahead and purchase this. You gotta play it and you decide to, oh, all right, I want to get it. So you go ahead and delete the temporary copy that you had because or that you have a game coming out, they give you like a little demo, and you download the demo and make a decision to buy it or not, and you buy a physical copy. But there you go. It's like, oh, you already bought, you already downloaded the demo. They're counting that as a full game. That is not a full game. That's a demo. Shouldn't be counted, but they're counting that. That's why they're making it justifiable to do this. But they're doing this for a reason. To make money. Oh, you think, oh, the 30%. No. They sold off a good portion of their stock. Not the majority share, but a good portion of their stock. So, when they go ahead and do this, and PlayStation 6 comes out, the same thing that happened with PlayStation 5 most likely will happen with PlayStation 6. You'll have too many game systems and not enough people buying. So they'll have to either do the same thing they did with PlayStation 5 a plug-in drive, which you can go ahead, install or wherever, and plus start coming out with physical, discs, of course, and they'll cave in. Or they could go ahead, there's always a possibility, go ahead and stick to their guns. And then they're going to lose money because the company will go under. There's no way around it. When you got the majority of the people that buy your games no longer be able to purchase your games through a store or anything like that, then you're gonna lose sales. Simply Christmas time, a parent will not go ahead and buy a kid a gift certificate for Christmas and say, here you go, here's your Christmas gift. That's not going to work. It's not a Christmas gift if you give them a gift card through Sony and say, here you go, here's enough money on here to buy your game, because the kid would more likely say, oh, no, Dad or Mom, this is not enough money to buy my game. My game is, $80. You need to get me a $100 card. And they're going to be like, huh? I got you like a $75 card. That should cover it. It's like, nope. The game's $80. I'm like, and that's not even including tax and everything else. So, I need another $25 card to buy the game. It's like, the parent is happy because, number one, they didn't get a deal because it's Christmas time. No deal. So they're going to go ahead, most likely try to return that card and get their money back. That's just going to be a small percentage of the people. The other percentage of the people just aren't going to do it. So Sony's going to lose more money during Christmas than the rest of the time of the year. So if they go through this, the game system's going to come out. They stick to their guns. After Christmas, they're not making money. They stick with their guns. Before even next Christmas happens, they'll most likely close down PlayStation Network. Hackers will have to go ahead and take over the slack and you'll be able to play, and PlayStation 6 will become popular after Sony is bye-bye. This is a video explaining what was going on with Black Ops 7, as well as Sony. Please write your comments on what you think. Am I right or wrong about both subjects? Sorry about the video being so long, but there was a lot to talk about. Thank you very much.